It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From FedEx Forum, just off Beale Street in downtown Memphis. Tonight, it's the Memphis Grizzlies getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The Grizzlies secured the opening tip, and we're underway on Beale Street in Memphis. Jay, Marc Gasol, Mike Conley, they're proven commodities, but what about the rest of this Memphis roster?
Well, Ed, that's been one of the criticisms of the Grizzlies is that when a guy like Mike Conley goes down, who can fill in that void? Now, I give them a lot of credit in the offseason. They bring in Shelvin Mack. They find a way to sign Kyle Anderson, which is big-time land for them in free agency. And look what they've done in the draft over the past 2 years. Last year in 2017, they get Dylan Brooks and Ivan Rabb, giving them depth at those positions. Now they get a guy like Javon Carter in the second round who can apply pressure at the point guard spot. And when you land Jaren Jackson, you're on your way.
The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes two of us.
Moutier with it up top. He'll run the offense.
Oh, yeah, this breakfast, lunch, and dinner right there.
Now ready to shoot at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Oops, he missed the first one. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Coming off a disappointing year, Jay, just 22 wins for Memphis. What has to happen for them to make the jump into relevance again?
Well, they're clearing cap space, which is good for the future of the franchise. Number two, they're starting to get healthy when you get a guy like Mike Conley back. And number three, you have young prospects who are actually solid draft picks when you think about Jaren Jackson and Javon Carter trying to rebuild, once again, the new grind city.
Cantor to Moutier. Hardaway. The pass set it all up.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Conley to Gasol. And count the basket.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Hardaway to Moutier. To Cantor. Hardaway. To Moutier. Wide open look, won't go.
Woo, I'm telling you right now, he will not get a better look than that right there the rest of the night.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Leads one to Gasol. Shot from the lane, won't go.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Moutier. To Cantor. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Count the basket inside.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Conley into the front court. Down a point. Here comes the screen. To Jaren Jackson. Mike Conley missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
That's out. Last touch by Emmanuel Mudiay. Conley into the front court. His team up by 1. To Gasol. Gets it in the left corner. To Jaren Jackson. Has a chance. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
And that's how you close out on a shooter with a sense of urgency. The shooter was more worried about his landing space than he was the shot.
Hardaway. To Cantor. And that's rebounded by Memphis. Grizzlies at the controls right now. Conley. Here comes the screen. To Gasol. Anderson. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
To Kevin Knox. No, he missed a short one there. To Kevin Knox. Oh, had him going there for a second. Knicks with 4 to shoot. Kevin Knox. Trying to cash in. Too much contact. And free throws coming.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
First one, count it. And gets both to drop at the line. Grizzlies own the basketball. Conley. Probing the defense. To Jaren Jackson. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Mudiay into the front court, trailing by 4. Last year, Jay, Knicks with 29 victories, but that was with Porzingis going down in February. We'll have to see when the big fella, if he comes back this year.
Well, he'll come back. He's been doing some things on the boat in the offseason that a lot of people have made fun of. But I think Coach Fizdale will get this team back on track. And what he was able to do towards the end of the season by taking Frank Ntilikina and Emmanuel Mudiay to a playoff game to let them show the toughness it takes to get to the next level will be instrumental.
Off the assist.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Knicks. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor.
Substitutions, Memphis.
Conley to Gasol. Has a look. Marc Gasol. 2 for 3 now here in the first.
Here's a tip for your defense. You can't give him that much space. You have to push up into his personal space and make him play the majority of the possessions with his back to the basket. Because if you allow him to open up, there's no stopping.
To Mudiay. Nothing going here on that drive. Mudiay to the basket, but it's no good. The follow won't go either.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Conley. Oh, mistake there as the pass stolen by the Knicks. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
To Conley. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
And hits the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. The possession lies with New York. Moutier. Screen coming. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
I'll look out for that same move on the next possession, though.
Across the timeline, it's Conley. Up by 6. Marc Gasol. 3 for 4. Good start.
For Gasol, it all started with his weight. When he first came into the league, he weighed close to 300 pounds. He's lost around 45 to 50 pounds to the age he is right now. And also, he's really carried on the trend of the game, shooting threes. His first 8 seasons only shot 66 threes. From 2016 to 2018, shot a combined 588 threes. Knocking down that three has been the difference in his game.
Conley. On a pass stolen by the Knicks to Moutier. Good look that time, but off the mark. Conley into the front court. His team on top by 8. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Mike Conley trying to cash in on the 3-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. New York Knicks basketball. Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer. And what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points, shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Marc Gasol looking good. 4 for 5.
Old school equals high percentage.
Burke with it. His guys trail by 13. To Cantor. Oh, he had him there for a second. 4-3. Much needed bucket right there with the 3. This game, long way to go. They're back within 10.
This isn't going to be a rollover game. That's the kind of facial expressions you need from somebody who's ready to fight.
Conley to Gasol. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I'm laughing because when you look at Marc Gasol, he's not the fastest big guy in the game. He's not the smoothest, nor is he the best shooter. But you know what he is? He's prepared and he's experienced. That's why he can get you 17 to 18 to 19 points per night or more, and you get a tough low post presence.
Down to 5 on the 24. Has a chance. Burke shot off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Cantor. And his Cantor above the rim. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
The assist from number 11, Mike Conley.
Now ready with a couple of free throws.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one goes down.
To the line, shooting 2. Into the game for Memphis.
Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Memphis with the rock. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Trey Burke, that's his first personal foul. The Knicks are now serving a penalty. One minute remaining.
To Gasol. Not that time. Another follow. No good. Kevin Knox. For three. Kevin Knox forced that one. Well defended. Oh, emphatic slam.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Enes Kanter. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Cash is in for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That misses with 3 seconds left. We're through one at the FedEx Forum with the Grizzlies on top. We're back to Beale Street in Memphis right after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Head Cohen, Jay Williams with you as